Hello everyone. In this video we'll see the op-amp with negative feedback and its general application. So in the previous video we discussed the basic op-amp symbol and terminals. So basically an op-amp is represented by a triangle with the 5 terminals. So among the 5 terminals, 2 terminals are for applying input, 2 terminals are for supplying voltage and 1 terminal for output. So we have 2 input terminals. One is inverting input, another one is non-inverting input, and another one is the output we taken at the pin number 6. Okay, so inverting input terminal is the one where we give the input, the output will be inverted, that is 180 degree phase shift. So for the non-inverting input terminal, if we give input, the output will be out of phase, that is whatever the input we give, we do get the output. Okay, so now an op-amp that uses a feedback, we call it as a feedback amplifier. So it is also called closed loop amplifier because feedback form a closed loop between the input and output. That is, so if we give a feedback here, so you are very familiar with what is feedback and what are the characteristics of the feedback, what happens if we apply a feedback and what are the types of feedback. So in the previous module you have studied. Okay, so if we give a feedback like this, it forms a closed loop, so that's why it is called closed loop feedback amplifier. So now the feedback consists of 2 parts. One is the op-amp, that is the amplifier part, and second one is the feedback circuit. So we already discussed these 2 parts, that is one is the amplifier part and second one is the feedback circuit, can be connected in 4 ways. So in the module 3 we have discussed, so what are the 4 ways which we can connect a feedback to a circuit. That is voltage series feedback, where the output is voltage and at the input side we are connecting the output of the feedback to the input in a series manner. Voltage shunt feedback, where output is a voltage and at the input side we are connecting a output of the feedback to the input in a shunt manner, that is in parallel. So current series feedback, the output is current and at the input side we are connecting the output of the feedback circuit to the input in series manner. Current shunt feedback, where output is the current and at the input side we are connecting output of a feedback circuit with the input in parallel manner. So these are the 4 topologies which we have been discussed and we have derived. So derive the equations for input and output resistance. Now we'll see what happens when a negative feedback is introduced in the op-amp. That is how the op-amps behave if we introduce a negative feedback to this op-amp. Okay, so the first one in that is voltage series feedback amplifier. It is also called non-inverting amplifier. Why? Because we are applying a input to the non-inverting amplifier, that is plus sign is the non-inverting amplifier and minus sign is the inverting amplifier. So the op-amp is represented by its gain, very large voltage gain. So we have discussed, so we already know that the op-amp has a very large gain, that is infinite gain, and the feedback circuit is represented by R1 and RF. Okay, so here you can observe the input is connected to the non-inverting terminal and the feedback is given to the inverting terminal. Okay, so RL is the load resistance, V0 is the output, Vn is the input we are giving. So V1, VID is the difference between V1 and V2. Okay, so this difference signal we give it to the op-amp. So VID is equal to V1 minus V2. Okay, so we'll see what is the different types of gain which we can deal in this circuit. Okay, the open loop voltage gain or gain without feedback, A is equal to, that is a gain without feedback. So when this part is not there, that is the feedback part is not there, so what is the gain? Okay, so that is gain A is equal to output by input. Output is V0, input is VID. So therefore open loop voltage gain, that is when the gain without feedback A is equal to V0 divided by VD. Okay, closed loop voltage gain, that is gain with feedback when this feedback is introduced, so that we represented it by AF. This is also V naught divided by V in. Okay, V naught divided by V in. So gain of the feedback circuit, what is the gain of this feedback circuit? That we represented by beta. So beta is equal to VF divided by V naught. So output of this voltage is Vf, and the input to the feedback circuit is V naught. Therefore beta is equal to Vf divided by V naught. And also now from the circuit we have VID is equal to Vn minus Vf. VID is equal to V in, that is the input that as V1. V in we are giving here, therefore VID is equal to V in minus, so Vf is the output of the feedback voltage where we are giving to the inverting terminal. So VID is V in minus Vf. Okay, so VID is equal to V in minus Vf, where Vn is the input voltage, Vs is the feedback output voltage, feedback voltage, VID is the difference input voltage. So since the negative is so the op amp always amplifies the difference input voltage VID. So it always amplifies the whatever the voltage difference between these two terminals is there, that voltage it always amplifies that voltage. Okay, so now since the feedback is negative, the feedback voltage is out of phase with the input voltage. Okay, so we are applying a negative feedback, therefore the feedback voltage is inverting to the input voltage. So now we'll see what is the closed loop voltage gain AF. So as we have discussed before, the closed loop voltage gain is AF divided by V naught divided by V in. Okay, so and the open loop voltage gain is V naught is equal to A times V1 minus V2. V1 minus V2 is the difference of difference voltage between the two terminals, that is inverting and non-inverting terminal. So V naught is the A times the difference between the two voltage difference between the two terminals. Okay, so from the circuit we have already seen, so V1 is equal to V in, V1 is equal to V1 is equal to V in, V2 is equal to Vf, V2 is equal to Vf, but Vf is equal to, from the voltage divider rule, that is these two circuits are connected in parallel. So from this Vf, the output voltage Vf here is R1 divided by R1 plus Rf times V naught. Okay, so now applying these two to the equation, equation 2. So A into V1 is V in minus V2 is R1 divided by R1 plus Rf times V naught. Okay, and solving this we get V naught is equal to AVN minus R1 divided by R1 plus F V naught times. So on solving, so I have taken the negative sign this side and have taken V naught common. So then I have taken LCM here, R1 plus Rf. So this R1 plus Rf will go up, plus AR1 will be left out. So that is equal to AVN. So on solving this, I'll get V naught divided by Vn is equal to A times R1 plus Rf divided by R1 plus Rf plus AR1. Okay, so now since AR is very large, since the open loop gain of the op amp is very large, so AR1 is very much greater than R1 plus Rf. So this term is very much greater than these two terms. Okay, so such that we can neglect these two terms and we can write AR1. Suppose R1 is some 0.2, Rf is some 0.4, and AR1 is something 10 or something. So compared to this 10, these two terms are very less. So we can approximately write it as 10. So that why we have taken V naught by V1 in this term we have represented is by only AR1. Okay, so on solving this AR1, so and also RF is very much greater than, so AR1 is very much greater than ARF. So on solving I have taken AR1 divided by AR1 plus ARF divided by AR1. So AR1 will get cancelled, here AA get cancelled. So we have got V naught by Vn is equal to 1 plus RF divided by R1 is equal to AF. That is AF is equal to 1 plus RF divided by R1. So which says the gain of the voltage series feedback is determined the ratio of the two resistance R1 and RF. That is the gain with feedback depends on the two resistance in the feedback circuit, that is RF and R1. So the same feedback voltage can also determined when a difference input voltage. So by saying the difference input voltage is ideally 0. However, we know that the open loop voltage gain is V0 is equal to A into V1 minus V2. That is V1 minus V2 is V difference. Okay, so V input difference. Okay, that is VID is equal to V0 divided by A. A is very large, ideally very infinite, that we know that open loop gain of an feedback amplifier is infinite. So 1 by infinity is always 0, therefore VID is equal to 0. If the difference between these two signal is 0, we can say V1 is equal to V2 ideally. So this is for ideal case. So that is V1 is equal to Vin, V2 is equal to Vf, but Vf is equal to R1 into V0 divided by R1 plus RF. Since V1 is equal to V2, so we can write Vin is equal to R1 V0 divided by R1 plus RF. That is Vin divided by V0 I have taken down, R1 plus RF remains same. So I have splitted these two terms and these two terms. So finally I got AF is equal to R1 1 plus R1 divided by RF. That is the feedback, the voltage with feedback depends on the two resistance R1 and RF in the feedback circuit. Okay, thank you.